Senior and captain number 10, Ethan Cherna.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bill Power Stadium for tonight's boys soccer matchup between the Allderdice Dragons and the Uniontown Red Raiders. Joshua Scully and John Guth with you live from Bill Power Stadium. We join Mr. Randy Randolph mid pregame introductions for Taylor Allderdice.
Michael Bishop. Junior number 19 and Captain Luca Puente. Sophomore number 23, Julian Dixon Webster. And rounding out the starting lineup, sophomore number 26, Ira Clemens. Allderdice led by head coach David Tyberg, assistant coach Nate Matthews. Now for your Uniontown Warriors. Junior number 1, Noah, and Captain Noah Holland. Sophomore number 5, Josh O'Perry. Junior number 10, Braylon Minimeister Woods. Sophomore number 11, Ty Paul Harvey. Sophomore number 12, Carson Carlos Sotis. Sophomore number 13, Dean Kuna. Junior number 14, Saul Amezaquita. Senior number 18, Ethan the Commodore Ruck. Junior number 19, Logan Ron Davis. Junior number 20, Tommy Smiley Hersey, and Captain Tommy is. And rounding out the starting lineup, and senior number 30, and Captain Nick the Quick Smith. Red Raiders are led by head coach Jamie Holland, assistant coach Ted Collins, and give it up once again for our athletic trainer Gladys Marca. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise, gentlemen, removing your hats for the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought sight and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the rampart he walked was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket regular, the bomb bursting in air, they proved through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the
for joining us tonight on UHS Talk. Boys WPIAL Soccer, the Uniontown Red Raiders, the Taylor Allderdice Dragons. Joshua Scully here with you tonight alongside Jonathan Guth from the Uniontown Herald Standard. 40 minutes on the clock. We apologize for jumping in mid-preview as the lineups were being introduced. We had to very quickly switch streams from our girls matchup that just concluded, Southmoreland and Uniontown, and this matchup, which is on its own stream tonight and is being presented to you separately from the earlier matchup. A triple header here really at Bill Power Stadium. Mr. Don Bell, our timekeeper, Mr. Randy Randolph with us tonight on the PA. He's the voice of Uniontown Soccer. This one starting nearly in prime time, 7:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now at Bill Power Stadium as night has fallen across southwestern Pennsylvania. Rain is possible in the future, but will probably not be in the area until after this match has concluded. 66 degrees and a mix of clouds and night sky above us right now here at Bill Power, which is under full light. Uniontown and their home Maroons will be working left to right. Taylor Allderdice, the Dragons, who come into this match 6-4 overall in the season. They are dressed in their road whites with some green trim and a green number. And John, we are expecting a very good match here tonight as the nightcap for our triple header that started earlier with middle school soccer.
Yes, Josh, thank you again and welcome, and I appreciate everybody for watching and listening. Good opportunity here for the Red Raiders playing a City League school that actually right now is playing independent. They are trying to get back, I guess, into the WPIAL. And obviously being, we know from that in football, but a little different for soccer. Uniontown is in a Section 3 AAA. So looking for this matchup. Uniontown, I mean, they have the opportunity, and they've been playing some good matches. I mean, they lost 2 to Bell Vernon, who actually only has 1 section loss in overtime. Both, I think the first one was doubled. So Uniontown has proven that they can play with the big boys.
Taylor Allderdice will be working right to left. The Uniontown Red Raiders left to right as Taylor Allderdice looks for control on the far sideline. And for at least the moment, they'll have it, bringing it back to the center lane. Now on the attack are the Dragons, and this one off a few Uniontown players and finally steered away, heading back toward the center line. On our sideline, stepping in, trying to get a foot on that for Uniontown, was number 13, Carson Soltis, the sophomore, who was able to get in the way, let's say, of the Dragons' advance.
Josh, looking at this Uniontown roster, and I know I have to mention my cross-country guys. Logan Davis, another cross-country runner. So it's not just the girls, Josh, that have cross-country runners on the team and starting. It's the boys as well. And Logan, in that race I was talking about, was a 4th-place finisher. So Logan shouldn't be tired tonight. But he did have practice today. We'll see how he does.
Uniontown under the direction of head coach Jamie Holland. He's assisted by Ted Collins. It will be Noah Holland who sends this one away from the Uniontown goal back toward midfield and nearly landing on the center line as the Dragon gets a header on it. Little collision and a brief tie-up here as the Dragon's looking for some purchase. Moving it right now, Santiago Carrillo. Carrillo gets it to the center lane. Now the Dragons advance again. Near the penalty box, and this kick goes into the art department of Uniontown Area High School, wide and high, and Uniontown will have a chance to reset themselves here. The Dragons coming in under the direction of head coach David Thyberg. The Dragons again in their white uniform, Uniontown in the maroon. Thank you for joining us on UHS Talk tonight. Just had a chance to conclude the girls soccer match that went to Southmoreland. The Raiders, though, certainly battled just fine in that matchup. Far sideline, ball will be lost there, and a throw-in opportunity for the Dragons. Ball going to be moved to near the corner, off the head of Uniontown's number 14, Saul Amezquita, and back out of play.
Those pronunciations are right on cue. Good job.
Oh, thank you very much, John. I appreciate that.
A certain teacher we used to have would be proud, but I'll just keep that between you and me. I think you get the inside joke.
Taylor Allderdice coming to us from Pittsburgh. Taylor Allderdice, of course, named for the Squirrel Hill Industrialist. Played a prominent role in Pittsburgh's history. The Dragons threatening now. This one going to be whistled dead as the Dragons had a nice break there toward the net.
I believe, Josh, that was offside, but they don't have a flag like they do at other levels. I don't believe. Or you don't see a flag, do you?
I do not. Holland,
Okay.
beautiful kick. He's going to send this one nearly out of range of the camera. Camera could not pivot in time. Coming back the other way, Uniontown retreating, trying to cover this one up. The Dragons with them step for step. The ball will be sent out of play on our
The
side.
reason I say that, Josh, is I don't know about you, but on that call, I didn't see any kind of physicality or any touching, so I'm just betting the Dragons were just a little bit ahead of the play, necessitating the offside call.
Michael Bishop will again line himself up to send this ball in for Taylor Allderdice.
And they have famous alumni, Josh.
Yes, they do. Quite a few, actually. Some of you may be familiar with the mixtape named Taylor Allderdice by a rapper, of course, prominent in the Pittsburgh area. Both Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller, Taylor Allderdice products.
Now, I wonder, Josh, if the kids, did they listen to any Wiz getting ready for this match? Or
Well, they may have.
Is that a no-no if you're playing the team? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
And the Dragons are going to work this one between a couple of defensemen and their goalie, and they'll come up the near sideline. Driving this one ahead off the feet of Santiago Carrillo, and then ahead down the sideline. Uniontown in retreat, trying to cut this one off. The Dragons have not been afraid to show off some of their speed, and the tackle here will be targeted toward Julian Dixon Webster. Uniontown, for the moment, able to deny. Coming back the other way, the Red Raiders trying to show off some of their offense. This one sent out of play, and stepping out to send this one in will be Dean Kuna. Kuna, the sophomore, listed at 5'7", 140 pounds, plays in midfield. This one comes back to the center line. It's Kuna again. No, check that. Number 5, Josh Parris looking for control. And the Dragons will lose this one to the ever-vigilant Ty Harvey. If you're getting ready for the PSSA, here's a great word that describes Ty Harvey: ubiquitous. He is everywhere and covers a tremendous amount of territory within the pitch. Keep your eye out for him as this match unfolds tonight.
Josh, I have heard of that word. I have.
Well, John, when you take the PSSA this spring, that should get you at least a 3 or 4 just using that word. Don't forget to restate the question. Coming in on the far side, throw-in opportunity for Uniontown.
All I can say is, Josh, standardized testing was the reason. Not that I'm unhappy with what I do.
It's the reason the sun comes up, John. This is a through ball,
yes, well,
and it's going to be lost to the sideline with 33:48 to play.
It was the reason I didn't get that. I didn't have that dream of being a doctor.
Big leader for the Dragons, and off a body, and look out, Taylor Allderdice with a break. A high kick and in for the Dragons, and that one could not have come out any better for Taylor Allderdice. Number 10, Ethan Voigt-Cherna, the midfielder, drops that one through. And unfortunately for Uniontown, Noah Holland was trapped in a difficult position there as he retreated back to the net, and then Voigt-Cherna went high on the kick, and it just cleared Holland, and Uniontown trails 1-0 here. Uniontown does participate, as John mentioned earlier, in 3A Section 3. Alongside Bell Vernon, Greater Latrobe, Franklin Regional, Penn Trafford, West Mifflin, and Taylor Allderdice is prospectively in that section once they officially resume membership.
That's an interesting situation, Josh.
At least according to the Tribune Review. This one is booted out of play.
Just looking
Give
at
a
this
shout
team,
out
I mean,
to
I know we're just 7
Officer
minutes
Randy,
in, but
Officer Dave,
they look pretty
Officer
good.
Samantha.
So
There are
I
protection
wonder,
this
did
evening
they
up there
leave
at
the
the
Whitfield for
front
a
gate.
certain reason
And
of
give a
play,
big
or-
shout out to Miss Bernadette Smith. She's done a
Makes sense to you.
terrific
I
job
just
this
look at
evening
this play and I'm
using
like,
your money.
These guys look like they can
Why
play
you
the
get
Whitfield.
here?
I mean, I know it's short sample, but very athletic. Speed, good. Obviously, they can put the ball in the net.
Great work there by Braylon Woods for Uniontown. Continued work from Woods. He's ready to put in overtime. Finally, the Dragons take this one away. They are trying to work back toward midfield, and now they will. Leading pass across the center line. Going to go far sideline. Stay that way. hard against the visitor section. Now the Dragons running out of real estate, and they'll send this one toward Holland, who does a beautiful job charging out and covering this up. Holland now will pound this one back toward the center line across midfield. Uniontown nearly with a chance, and they will maybe have a chance. Nearly. Number 10, Woods, had a beat on that, and the Dragons had to do everything they could to step in the way of that one. Taylor Allderdice now looking to reset themselves. Allderdice across the center line and now denied by Uniontown. The Red Raiders looking for control, and now they have a little bit of an advantage here, maybe an extra player or two on this attack, working against the Dragons. Allderdice trying to deny. Uniontown trying to make this difficult. Leading pass here to number 13, Dean Kuna, is going to get away deep in the corner, and we'll pan the camera to get that corner because the action has moved to the railroad tracks here at Bill Power Stadium. 31-23 to play. And speaking of Ty Harvey, here he is. Harvey gets control, takes it away from the Dragons. Drops a pass into Paris, gets denied. Now Allderdice coming back the other way. Charging through the midfield. Big leading pass. Two Uniontown defenders are there. Look at the speed for the Red Raiders on the far side. What a great effort there by Amezquita. And the ball is going to be lost to the sideline after a near collision. Throw in here for the Dragons. Taylor Allderdice going to send this one through the penalty box and out of play into the corner.
That'll give Uniontown the opportunity, Josh, to regain the possession here and try to get something going. A few pieces there that were close from getting in that final third and a shot on goal, which would be the first of the match for Uniontown. I mean, but we are very early stages here, just about the 9.5 minute mark of play, and Holland, the keeper here, he, Holland, he has a good leg here. So
yes, he does.
He's been punted about the 50. Let's see where he can go here with the goal kick, and yeah, there we go, 50 again.
This one back out to the center line.
That was close, right?
Yeah, very close. A couple of Red Raiders in on this one, and they're going to lose it. Paris will at the center line. Coming back the other way now, the Dragons on the attack, coming our sideline, and they'll boot this one into the penalty box. Red Raiders denying for now. No one with control of the ball. Off a few knees and now toward the byline and out of play. 29:40 to play here at Bill Power Stadium. Our third of 3 consecutive soccer matches tonight.
Kick opportunity here for the Dragons.
And here is that corner kick. They won't take the traditional approach. They'll go to the sideline, and now they'll work it toward the middle. Opportunity here, and Holland, what a save! Noah Holland, I think he grew 3 feet there to get his body down and block that kick. What an effort by the netminder for Uniontown. The Red Raiders still in trouble and a player on the ground.
Looks like Uniontown's
14, that's Saul Amezquita. And for the Dragons,
looking here that's just going to give them the free kick. No card.
May have been number 10 or 11.
But a diving save by Holland, I mean, that was impressive.
That was very impressive.
Once again, up here in the roof, going out over
just
the Red Raider Airways. You'll be able to see this, I believe, in the future.
Right now, Voight Cherna and Carrillo both stand outside the penalty box. Here's the kick off the piping and wide. And John, you mentioned this Dragons team here 12 minutes in has looked pretty good, but I think Uniontown has been the faster team. They have really demonstrated some good sprint capacity here. They need to set themselves up with a break. Hopefully we'll see that here over the course of the first half.
Uniontown is doing yeoman's work here, just trying to get things in possession here. And I got to give Holland credit. I mean, obviously, amazing save. I mean, that was a, what do they call it, a five-star one, diving to his, I guess it would be his left and trying to look at
we
it.
We do give
angle,
goalies Yelp reviews now, so absolutely 5 stars. Going across the sideline, a through ball there, gets away. It's going to be a throw-in opportunity for Uniontown.
And I'm impressed too. I know I had mentioned already, but Holland's abilities to on his goal kicks. I mean, he's putting it out there at about the 50, Josh. So you're you get a possession there from Uniontown on that ball, you're right there getting in the, Allderdice's zone and hopefully creating some offensive opportunities. That's one thing Uniontown still is looking for, a shot on goal, and my count, Allderdice has 3.
Uniontown looking for that opportunity indeed. The Dragons trying to clear it out. Header here near the center line for Uniontown will save it. Good hustle for Uniontown coming across. That was Paris, and he wanted Harvey. No, check that. He wanted Dean Kuna. And he leads Kuna just a few steps. Great job there by Paris, number 5 for Uniontown, who covered a tremendous amount of the pitch very quickly. Now here's Harvey looking for the tackle, and the Red Raiders will come away with it. It's Paris again. This time to the center line. Uniontown able to control for a moment. Now it's lost to the Dragons. Dragons saving it on the sideline in front of the Uniontown bench. Attack going to come from the far side. Great tackle there for Uniontown to deny any further advancement with 26-22 to play. Uniontown has continued to look very spry defensively.
On that tackle?
I think it may have been, yes. That's usually his area. He's been patrolling that all night. Now the Dragons again with a look in the penalty box, but Uniontown will again steer them away.
And Josh, just going back a little bit, when they have that corner kick opportunity, normally, I mean, you don't have to try to bend it to get an opportunity, but the guy put it in place just to make a play instead of actually trying the boot that kind of is hopefully centered.
The Dragons controlling. This one goes off of 2 Uniontown players and then is lost to the byline. Don't forget tomorrow night, the Uniontown Red Raiders on this field will be welcoming in the Martins Ferry Purple Riders from Martins Ferry, Ohio. That's our new opponent for tomorrow night. Youth Sports Night kickoff is set for 7 p.m. You can hear that one on the WMBS Facebook and YouTube pages. Here's a chance for a corner kick here. Well played by Uniontown. I believe that's Ty Harvey who gets it away from the goal. Now the Dragons will reset this one as they drop back to near midfield. Now coming back, working right wing with an opportunity. The Dragons on the charge. Tackle is good and taken away. Uniontown again denying the Dragons, but Taylor Allderdice has continuously had luck resetting themselves. The ball goes off a few bodies. Now a look here coming off of the left wing. It's going to be number 11. What a stop by Holland, laying out again as Santiago Carrillo is denied. Now a big kick over the woodwork and out of play. And Holland has been superb, especially over the last few minutes. He has had a beat on everything coming at him.
Looks like a little bit of a mirror image, Josh, of the previous save he had. Holland's really putting it out there, and the coach, which I'm pretty sure is his dad, Jamie Holland, has been sending me the results of the paper, and pretty much every time Noah's right there making good stops.
Wow, great work there by Holland. Quick feet to save that one from the sideline. Now resetting through the middle, denied by Uniontown. Sending this one back to the center spot. Middle there. Now the Dragons will advance. This is number 3, Eric Medness, working this one forward, and Holland was ready that time. He's going to get some help from some teammates now, looking to corral the Dragons on the near sideline. Dragons looking for space, and they'll lose this one to the byline, and a new ball is tossed out for Holland.
Well, obviously, Josh, we're about closing in on 17 minutes into this contest, and I think for Uniontown it's safe to say Noah Holland is the player of the match, as they say, the man of the match.
Holland sends this one to the center line, and it's going to be Woods who controls it for a minute. Now Paris has it, and Paris battles. Dragons are able to gain control. Attacking down the middle. Good fake lead there, and this one is kicked it in. And good footwork there for the Dragons. That was number 10, Ethan Voigt-Cherna, the senior.
That was his. That's his second, Josh.
So Voigt-Cherna has the brace.
And pretty tough strike there. He put all of it into it. Holland has played great. But that shot, I don't know if anybody could have made that stop. But Uniontown's they're playing very tough, very good challenge is they just need to get some offensive possession here and create some opportunities. And I think if they put one by the keeper from Allderdice, hopefully that'll really start the floodgates open a little bit.
Chance here for Uniontown. Roebuck nearly had the green light on our side, and now it's going to come back far side, advancing. This is going to be number 10, Braylon Woods, fighting hard on the sideline for the Red Raiders, trying to keep control. He'll move it out. Now back to the penalty box we come, and the Dragons able to steer it away just at the edge of the box. Uniontown looking to keep it in the Dragon zone. They're not able to. Back across the center line we come. Dragons full head of steam here. They have an attacker right wing. Coming off that wing. Little tapper here, and we have a whistle.
Offside.
And an offsides call is announced by the voice of Uniontown Soccer, Randy Randolph.
Yeah, so I guess, Josh, they do not raise the offside flag at this level. Shows how much I pay attention on the cover, but I'm not always usually looking at the officials. With all due respect to those men and women, I just kind of let the calls happen. But break for Uniontown there, and here's another opportunity for Allderdice, but Uniontown, nice clear. I did not see the player who got a boot on that.
Right now the Dragons again threatening. They move the ball into the penalty box. The Red Raiders looking to just drive this one back out if at all possible, but the Dragons pretty well positioned here on the perimeter. A shot toward the goal, off a few heads, and now this one will be denied by Holland. We did have a whistle in the midst of that sequence. This one will be sent back out. Uniontown looking to generate some offense here. This is going to be a through ball that gets away from everybody at the 21-10 mark. 2-0 your score. Dragons leading the Raiders. Last game of the evening. 8:13 p.m. current time of this broadcast. Thank you for joining us on UHS Talk. We certainly appreciate your viewership. We had some strong numbers too for our ladies matchup that started near the 6 p.m. hour. And we'll be back with you on October 6th for senior night at the volleyball match. The Uniontown Red Raiders playing host to the Carmichael's Mikes. And here's a very delicate situation that the Red Raiders are able to deny. Great help there for Holland. Now the Dragons are on the move again. This one's going to be stopped, though. Santiago Carrillo steered away. This is Ty Harvey. Harvey battling, and here's Harvey. Going to keep it. Ty Harvey across the center line on the lead. He's got a man on the far side left wing. It's Woods, and Woods attacks off the pipe. And the Red Raiders were oh so very close, right at the 20-minute mark.
And I believe it's Harvey too, Josh, generated right in the middle, getting to Woods, I think, correct, and struck the iron, I believe.
My goodness.
So we're that close, Mr. Scully, from making it 2-1, and we're about halfway through the first half here.
The goalkeeper for Taylor Allderdice is number 1, Harrison Fiscus.
I don't know, Josh. Like in hockey, the goalie will take his stick. When in this sport, do they just tap the boot, thanking it?
I suppose so. The Dragons now on the advance, coming the other way, taken away by the Red Raiders. And Uniontown has a chance now, opportunity to think about this one as they advance it ahead. That was Uniontown's number 19, Logan Davis, who does a nice job setting this away.
Sorry, Josh, but I have in my contract obligations to mention the cross-country runners.
Well, that's just fine, John.
And that is not from Joe Everhart. He probably would yell at me for doing that. Joe is the most humble man I know.
Advance, right down Main Street come the Taylor Allderdice Dragons. Now off the left wing. Good look here for Taylor Allderdice's number 11, Santiago Carrillo. He goes back to the middle. Now he's going to be denied there. Uniontown comes charging back out with it. They're looking to put some more pressure going back the other way. Great few minutes here for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and I didn't see who made that play, Josh, on the Uniontown back line, but it was a great clearing that out, so Allderdice didn't get a shot on target. Holland has been up to the task, but you you don't want to leave your keeper making too many of those saves.
Would love to see Uniontown
As much as we're impressed
put
with
one
Holland,
through.
yeah, we don't want to have to keep calling his name for that. We'd like to call it for some scores.
That keeps, if Uniontown would pick up a goal here, that would certainly go a long way, I think, toward taking some of the pressure off of this defense. And Holland has received some good help here tonight from his defensemen as well, especially on that last sequence where the Dragons threatened right in the center of the goal box. Now this one going to be cleared out back across the center line and out of play. Taylor Allderdice will have a chance to throw this one in. And right in front of their own bench, the ball will come in. Uniontown will look for control, though, quickly. And this one's going to be moved from Woods back to the center. Now across the center line. Lead shot here will go down the near sideline. And the Dragons will want to be careful as the Red Raiders look to clear this one, or keep this one, rather. The Dragons are looking to, of course, get it away from their goal. And Uniontown had numbers there for just a moment. The Dragons very wise to not hesitate or try to be too clever. Good tackle attempt here for Uniontown. Now the ball coming back the other way. The Red Raiders looking for control again. This one, though, going to be taken away by the Dragons.
Carson Soltis on that attempt for Uniontown. Got the ball out a little bit, but Allderdice regains possession here. And it looks like
Jonah Libertus on the far sideline goes into the corner. Uniontown ready to deny. The Red Raiders have been very tough in the penalty box more often than not tonight. 16:22 to play. Coming our way, number 11, Santiago Carrillo, has this one get booted out of play, and
that was a little bit wide of the goal there.
Yeah, we're going to have to call Ulysses S. Grant and tell him the soccer ball has landed on his street. We need it back.
I can't. These are amazing. That's all I can say. These guys, Josh, Allderdice, Uniontown is trying to spread them, make them go, make them wide. You don't want to be going down Main Street, as they say. So that's a good job by the Uniontown back line here to prevent Allderdice from taking those chances right in front of the cage.
The Dragons now will retreat back to their own goal to look to set this up. Woods trying to make that as difficult as possible. And now he has help, and we're going to have a collision on the far sideline. And thankfully, both players quickly back to their feet. Everybody looks to be okay. I believe that was Uniontown's number 30, Nick Smith. And for the Dragons, perhaps number 7 in that collision, Jonah Libertus.
And a little bit of a collision there. This game has a little bit of physicality to it. I mean, I'm not saying,
the Red Raiders.
anything out of the ordinary. Just hard play from both squads. But man, Josh, Uniontown, that post. Oh gosh, remember that for a whole night. Sometimes. So hopefully Uniontown can definitely get it within the one goal.
14:40 mark now of the first half. The Dragons won a substitution and they sneak one in as Uniontown seeks control. Paris and Roebuck both involved there before the Dragons fire this one back toward Holland, and Holland will chase it to the byline, and he scoops it up, and he's going to send it right back at them now with 14:22 to play in a 2-0 ball game that Taylor Allderdice currently leads, despite some very valiant effort from Uniontown.
This game, I'm just saying, will probably end around, I'm just guessing, depending on situation. There's a shot way over. I think he split the goalpost, but
and that one splashes into the Uniontown pole off the diving board.
I was going to say, though, with this situation, Allderdice,
nice throw, Randy.
I guess the kids will be able to sleep on the bus going home, but they're going to get back to Pittsburgh pretty late tonight.
Pretty late indeed, John. I agree.
I guess it is what it is.
This one over Roebuck's head.
I don't know, Josh.
I like how quick Samantha moves.
I may get tired, it's too late. I'm a pumpkin.
John, thankfully you can walk home from here as Taylor Allderdice retreats and resets themselves. You could sleepwalk home, John.
Yeah.
Dragons looking to... Oh, my goodness, what a shot.
I don't know if that hit
and
face, but...
looking to be okay is Uniontown's number 7, Ian Roebuck.
Yeah.
Man, Ty Harvey sends this one skyward with his nugget. Now Uniontown trying to look for control at the center line. And Harvey gives this one a boot out of play. Ty Harvey's a lot of fun to watch. Many of these Uniontown players are. Uniontown comes into this match 3-8 overall. No, check that.
Let's see, Josh. Here I have.
They are.
Yeah,
Well, they are 3-8 overall. Okay.
But I mentioned on our when we came on the air here, they really battled Bell Vernon very tough. Both matches were in overtime, and that's kind of give
it up for Robert for down there.
Yeah.
So I guess my point is, and as I mentioned, Bell Vernon only had one loss. So this Uniontown squad has the ability to play with top level teams. Nice little bicycle thing.
The last game, game we were able to cover on UHS Talk. Uniontown lost a real battle to Greater Latrobe, and Greater Latrobe is one of the stronger teams in 3A Section 3. As Uniontown seeks for control on the far sideline, the Dragons have been pretty strong tonight in transition and keeping it up with the soccer ball as Holland slides ahead with a beautiful stop.
Great job by Holland. Yeah, Josh, but I guess this Allderdice squad, if they were able to, which I guess that's what they're working at, they would be in the same section. Now, I'm not sure if would that be next year? Or?
And that's subject to change, John. That's just the way it would be tentatively lined up right now. So that is not set in stone, so to speak, but it does appear to be the way that the Whippeal intends to handle that. This one high over top.
Lots of field goals tonight, Josh.
Couple very close.
Or maybe they're missed, but in this game, you have to put it in. I believe that's 8 foot. Is that cage 8 foot? Is that? I believe that's
sounds right, John. That sounds right to me.
It's a little bit.
Definitely a large area to cover, larger than it looks.
And I think that's
a lot of space once you actually stand down there and stand in front of it.
And that's what I keep saying with the keepers. I mean, when you make a save, and the ones Holland has made, I mean, you're really laying it out there.
Yeah, Holland makes it look easy, and then you go and stand in front of the goal and realize, hey, this requires a lot of effort to be as present as he is in front of the net. Uniontown still looking to put some pressure the other way on the goalkeeper for Taylor Allderdice, Harrison Fiscus.
And keeper is one of those positions, Josh, like a quarterback in football or a hockey goalie, where you make the mistakes and then everybody's like, oh God, you're terrible. I shouldn't say that word here, but I'm trying to be, but my point is you get singled out, but really sometimes you just can't help it.
Right.
So it's a lot easier it definitely looks a lot easier than it is.
Uniontown again threatening. Left wing, Dragons finally able to take it away. They're going to move it far sideline, now coming back toward the center line. Good footwork here for the Dragons, and they have a lead. Coming down the near side, this is Julian Dixon Webster, and Webster goes middle, and Holland takes a shot off the body.
No, Holland says no.
Great work there again by Holland.
Well, Josh, I have unofficial 7 shots on target for Allderdice, but Holland made 5 saves, and another corner kick coming up for the Dragons.
And the Dragons will look to position themselves for the kick. Coming from the far corner. Deep into the net for the Dragons right now, number 13, Roman Rubinski.
Good job by Uniontown clearing that. Released out to about the 25-yard mark.
Uniontown looking to close out and seize control of the ball. The Dragons working off the far sideline, a shot toward the net, and Holland has it. Holland has had to work quite a bit here so far in this first half. 8:48 to play, but he's done a fine job. This one booted away, maybe Holland's longest kick of the night. This one off a Red Raider head, and briefly at least moving in the right direction for Uniontown if they can regain control. This one sent to the center line, going to be controlled by the Dragons, who are setting up the play in no particular hurry. Good dribbling work there by the Dragons, number 15.
Could have a run here. No, he couldn't control it there, so I'm pretty sure the Raiders will, Dragons last touch. Mentioning the keeper, Josh, did you see Holland's kind of moving up, but it's more than just sitting back there and stopping shots. I mean, you're trying to move the play along, get your guys in position, knowing when to come out and attack, not being back in your cage. So, and sometimes when you're really up against and you need a goal, coaches will bring the keeper out, and they may even bring him up into the play. And then if it's like, hey, they get the ball, you got to run back. So it's not totally just staying in the cage. I mean, there's a lot. And look, Holland's out at about at the 10-yard mark, so he's about 20 yards out of his cage.
Great work here by Roebuck, and he's trying to save it off the sideline. He will to Kuna. And now Uniontown still in business. They're going to try to lead Woods, and this one gets away, does get the netminder's attention. Harrison Fiskus will drift over and take control of this one.
Yeah, Fiskus hasn't really had much work yet. Uniontown, I'm hoping to generate a little bit more pressure. But I will say, Josh, and the guys out there standing there a long time, you get a chance on them. Maybe, hopefully, you can capitalize. You wouldn't be prepared for that.
The Dragons advancing, far sideline, approaching the penalty box on the far side. This one sent through the box and well played.
There you go,
once
Holland.
again. Noah Holland charging out and not letting that one get any further with 6:52 to play here.
This is going to be a good boot for Noah. Uniontown needs to get some kids down there, and the opportunity on nice.
And a chance here, perhaps, as Holland is way out. Holland is out beyond that space where he would be permitted to use his hands. And he doesn't seem to mind. He blasts it into his own bench.
Very aggressive, but I mean the keeper has to have footwork too. And I don't know if somebody's down, Josh, or is that just
hopefully everyone appears to be okay.
Kneeling. I thought maybe somebody was injured, but thankfully it was just taking a little 5-second rest there.
Far sideline, battling. Amezquita sends this one out of play. We will take a moment, as John has given a good segue for us to share this. We do want to recognize and share our thoughts and certainly our hopes with those who were injured earlier this week in the violence at Carrick High School in Pittsburgh. Of course, many from the Taylor Allderdice area familiar with that story. We certainly are here in Uniontown, and we want nothing but the best in terms of healing for the young people who were affected in that tragedy. And the Uniontown Red Raider community shares nothing but the deepest condolences, and certainly our thoughts are with the Carrick High School community tonight and have been this week. Throw in toward Holland, looking for a header there, and they will get it, but Holland jumps up, and now Holland looks the part of Alonzo Mourning in there, seizing control of that one before it could go any further. Now down to the Uniontown bench, coming back the other way, the Dragons with the throw-in. 5:05 to play here in a very quick-moving first half. It has seemed quick at least. 2-0 your score. The Red Raiders may be looking to add one here before half. The Dragons coming back the other way. Had an opportunity, and then Ty Harvey said, I'm not really interested in seeing you have another chance, so we're going to send it back toward your goalie. Uniontown again getting a big boot there. Header coming back the other way near the center line, and a whistle. Player down to tie a shoe, I believe, just to tie a shoe only.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after the words from Mark Walker.
I just want to echo your sentiments, and also I want to commend Uniontown's administrators for understanding the situation and praying for realizing that as much fun as we have with sports and enjoy the competition, there's more things that are important.
Oh, absolutely, and of course that tragedy is what queued up the change in the football matchup tomorrow night. Carrick High School will not be joining us, understandably so. Instead, the Purple Riders from Martins Ferry, Ohio, will be traveling eastward from the Wheeling, West Virginia region to take on the Red Raiders tomorrow night. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. Youth Recognition Night set to begin around 6:15 p.m. or as soon as we can get everyone lined up. And this one going to be lost into the visitor section here at Bill Power Stadium.
Mr. Scully, will you be announcing the youth players, or are they just going to?
I sure will be, John. I can't wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. We usually have a tremendous turnout for that. Here's a chance now for the Dragons Be a great Friday night. Supposed to be a beautiful Friday night, too. The tropical storm that has passed through the area seems to have finally abated. This one going to be saved at the sideline by the Dragons. Taylor Allderdice looking to try to control here for the rest of the half and not let Uniontown put a goal on the board.
We go under 3 minutes here, Josh. It's still 2-0 Taylor Allderdice. A little pressure here by Uniontown. Allderdice, good job to kind of avoid that and play it to midfield.
Dragons battling. Finally, the Red Raiders have it going the way they wanted to. Kuna battling here for possession. Now Roebuck's going to flip it off of the top of his foot back to Kuna. Little pass here to Roebuck, and Roebuck is denied. Uniontown going to try to protect this one, though. Good work here by Paris, and then the little give-and-go action will get away.
Just a little touch there, Josh, a little too strong. He doesn't put as much mustard.
Work to resolve this as quickly as possible.
Are we just ready?
And I think we are back, John. I think we are back. I apologize for that. We had momentarily lost the Wi-Fi, and it does appear to be back, and I apologize. In the meantime, you have missed nothing except the passing of a few seconds. It is still 2-0 here at Bill Power Stadium. The Dragons are going to have a throw-in opportunity from the far sideline. They throw it toward the goal, and charging out is Holland, but Holland nearly lost his view on this, and the Dragons are going to try to attack the net again. They're going to lose this one.
30 seconds to go, Josh.
No, they save it in the corner. I'm not sure. Nope, they do not. They lose it to the byline.
So there is going to be a corner
kick opportunity now for the Dragons. And here is that kick. Going to be high over top of the goal. What a great attempt for Taylor Allderdice. Was that number 8, John, who came sliding into the play?
I did not see the player.
Parker Phillips, perhaps?
But it was a good opportunity. At the side of the cage.
First half, Allderdice.
Trails Allderdice.
Allderdice 2-0. Down Red Raiders 0.
Very competitive match, Josh. The Red Raiders, I keep saying the post, but you know that was the big thing right there. So hopefully a couple of those can just sneak over, Josh, just a little bit to the left or right, or however you're looking at it, and get into that cage. I guess, Josh, I'll leave that to you, and we're here at our halftime break.
We will take a short break for halftime. We want to thank our sponsors of Uniontown soccer this season, HK Equipment Group, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown. Check out MikeKellyToyota.com, Magistrate Jason Cox, White House Cottages. You can contact them at Whitehouse Cottages LLC at gmail.com. We'd also like to thank Henry and Stewart Audiology Incorporated, Kurt's Family Restaurant, Costabile Construction Incorporated, Gavco Materials Incorporated, Pump Station Construction, King Physical Therapy and Fitness, Marcon Building Supply Incorporated, First Federal of Greene County, Roderick's Upholstery Mobile Unit, the Gillespie Funeral Home and Crematory, Rodehaver Excavating, and Perkins Painting Incorporated, all proud sponsors of Uniontown soccer this season. We'll take a short break here on UHS Talk. Again, we apologize for our relatively brief technical difficulties there. We will check the strength of the feed during the break. We'll mute the broadcast. We'll be back with you in about 6 minutes' time here on UHS Talk.
That's $5 a day.
Welcome back to UHS Talk. Tonight we are at the break for our boys soccer contest between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Taylor Allderdice Dragons, who are joining us tonight from the city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've got a 2-0 score here halfway through the match. We'd like to thank our supporters of Uniontown Soccer, KC Sports Cafe, Bright Stripe, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, the United Federal Credit Union, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, Slater Design, All Around Fence Company, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, McMillan Engineering Incorporated, Potter's Bar and Grill, United Bank, Clearly Spoken Incorporated, and Costello and Wooten Property Management. We also want to thank again HK Equipment Group. Joshua Scully with you tonight alongside Jonathan Guth of the Uniontown Herald Standard, and I'm going to turn it over to Jonathan now for your first half scoring summary.
Thank you, Josh. Not too much here, just 2-0. Allderdice. Ethan Voigt-Cherna, the senior midfielder and captain, with both goals. The first one came at 33-34. The first half, of course, which is at halftime, and the second at 23-07. So Cherna with the 2 goals. Uniontown really has not had many opportunities, shots on target. However, Josh, Brandon Woods hit the post. That was the best opportunity for the Red Raiders. Noah Holland has been outstanding. 5 saves on 8 shots on target. A couple diving stops. He's been out to clear balls out. His goal kicks have been great. You know, he's putting them about 50 yards, Josh. Which is really nice. A nice job there, and great job by Noah. But of course, we would still like to get a couple past Harrison Fiskus, the keeper for Allderdice. He really has not had much work. But as I was saying, Josh, hopefully if you can get some pressure, maybe Harrison. I mean, I don't care who you are. You know, it's human nature. You're back there just. He's kind of hands on hips, you know. So they get some pressure. Hopefully, put one by Harrison, and then kind of open it up a little bit. But really, Josh, that's all we have. 8 shots on goal. Like I said, for Allderdice, they've earned 4 corner kicks. Uniontown has not yet, but hopefully they can in the second half as we begin the second half here. Allderdice with the boot. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Scully for the play-by-play.
So just 10 seconds in, this one is going to get out of play into the corner. And right now we'll be seeing the Dragons work left to right, and we're going to pan the camera to catch this corner. The Uniontown Red Raiders will be working right to left. Uniontown does trail 2-0, but they have had some opportunity and have looked very good, especially, I would say, over the course of the last 12 to 15 minutes of that first 40 minutes. Uniontown looked strong, both offensive and defensively. They've had great play tonight from several of their players, including their goalkeeper, who has been superb, Noah Holland. Coming back toward Holland now, the Dragons will lose this one to the sideline. We also want to thank Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Magistrate Jason Cox, and White House Cottages for their support of Uniontown Soccer. If you're interested in a new Toyota for the holidays, check out MikeKellyToyota.com. This one going to be nearly lost to the corner, now sent to the middle. This is a dangerous situation right in front of the net and in front of Holland, and this one is in. And John, I'm wondering, for Taylor Allderdice, was that number 8, Luke Penna, who delivered the goal? He was certainly.
I thought it could be Josh. I had a little bit of issues seeing that. I apologize. Sometimes they turn and I'm trying to find the number. I did not see that.
I believe that was Penna. 3-0 now your score. Uniontown looking for an answer, trying to lead Nick Smith down into the far corner to our left. The Dragons get there, then Smith blocks it away with his left leg, and the ball goes out of play.
I believe, Josh, on that score, the player had one of the captain's armbands, which I know what's four possibilities, but
I don't think it was Voigt Cherna, so I do think Penna is a real possibility there. He was certainly in the group being congratulated, although there were several in the group.
that's the thing with it, Josh. It's always funny with this, like as you said, the congratulations. They're all hugging, and it's like, well, I don't see it, you know.
Opportunity here again. Mesquita doing a nice job of helping out his goalie. And Holland had come forward. Now as Mesquita again, and this time he's going to draw the wrath of the near sideline official. Saul Mesquita is going to get a yellow card.
And Josh, that's key because in this level, I believe he'll have to be off the field for 5 minutes.
And he does indeed trot off the field toward his bench.
But I believe they can bring in a substitute.
Infraction on the book.
I believe. Now, if somebody has a red card, Josh, so if we hope he doesn't here for Uniontown's sake, if Makita would get another yellow, he would have a red, and he would. I believe that's the.
I thought you needed. Oh, okay. Well, clarification on that.
Well, it's you just don't want to get another yellow. And here's a free kick for Allderdice.
And this one off the uprights and off. That was courtesy Voigt Cherna, number 10, Ethan Voigt Cherna, the senior midfielder. He was joined in that particular instance by junior forward Luca Fuerte, but it was Voigt Cherna who did the kicking, and now Holland crushes this one back toward the center line. Off a Dragon's head, and Taylor Allderdice will look for control. Taylor Allderdice entering this one 6-4 overall on the season, so they've had a nice year. We're going to have an offsides violation as the Dragons try to lead in an attacker on the right wing, and are just a bit ahead of themselves, so the Red Raiders can breathe a sigh of relief in this particular instance.
And the one thing, Josh, with these red cards, you wouldn't be playing in the next match per rules. And I think that may even be National High School Federation. So you just don't want to get in that situation.
Right, and you certainly don't want that for Uniontown, as the Red Raiders have a couple significant matches coming up.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know if that, honestly, and I swear to goodness I'm never one to pick on the referees. I didn't think that was the worst tackle, but I mean, they saw yellow, so.
Dragons want to keep this one going. They were trying to lead number 23, Julian Dixon Webster, down the near sideline. They're still trying to lead him. This one will go to Holland, though, and Holland covers that up. 35-55 to play as Holland again smashes this one across the center line. Woods in pursuit. Woods still in pursuit. He's very quick, and now he's got control. Woods working off our wing. Woods dribbling out of trouble. Woods is just wide of the goal, and that is the second time tonight that Woods misses the goal by a matter of inches.
Yeah, just another one for Woods, Josh. I mean, and it went on that outside, first you're like, wait a minute, is that in? But I guess the bounces aren't going our way.
Woods really had a drop on Harrison Fiskus both times that he was close. I guess you could say Fiskus could not see the tree for the Woods. Coming back the other way now, the Dragons are going to have a whistle and lose this one on the near sideline.
Quit making me look bad. You're so clever. You're so quick. I feel stupid.
You're doing a great job, John. You always do.
Thank you.
34-50 to play.
At least I can keep the score right. It's 3-0.
This one's also going to go to Woods. Woods going to get a little push here.
Yeah, Woods has been
dribble out of trouble. Here. Yes, what a move by Woods. Cuts to his left. Now Woods still with space. Woods, and he's finally going to be denied by the Dragons.
Well, see, there's a tackle there. I mean,
We good, Brown?
I guess he's all right.
And I believe that was number 8 on the tackle, Luke Penna. I don't see a tilde over the end, so I don't think he's a Pena. I think he's a Penna. Coming back the other way, Harvey trying to find control center lane, and he's going to have the ball roll back to Smith. Smith across the pitch, going to move it to his right and just miss Roebuck.
And we believe Penna had the goal in the second half.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody from Allderdice is watching. I don't know, Josh, if you can see comments, but if our eyes are wrong, you can tell us if we had the wrong guy.
We have no comments yet this evening, but if you are checking us out tonight, please feel free to drop us a line about where you're watching from. We have had national and international Red Raider fans join us for these broadcasts, which is really neat to see. We had some Red Raider fans from Indonesia a few weeks ago, Red Raider fans from the Carolinas, in the American Midwest. Ball coming our way to Jonah Allderdice. He's going to move it to the middle. This is a dangerous spot again, and this one wide. Holland with a very nice looking deflection there. Noah Holland, good once again. The 5'11" junior getting it done for Uniontown.
I believe that was Allderdice, Josh, number 12, Michael Bishop, on that shot.
Driving it in, and this one is in for Taylor Allderdice. Great looking bend on that kick.
It may have been Luca Fuerte, number 19.
I think it was either him, John, or number 11, Santiago Carrillo. Carrillo was getting some congratulations, and we apologize. I know we probably are making this sound like it's much more difficult than it really is. Even though Taylor Allderdice has some very distinctive green font on their uniform, the number style of font makes some of the numbers not especially easy to discern from afar. So that was either 19 or 11. I think it was probably Carrillo 11, but I stand to be corrected on that. I will defer to our official scorekeeper, Jonathan Guth, as this one is going to be a header coming back, and now the Dragons still looking to possess, and a little tie-up.
Mr. Scott, I apologize for being a little bit off.
Look at this, John. They have numbers, and it's Woods once again. Woods is knocking. Woods going to be dropped by the Dragons, and the ball is taken away, and Woods has been oh so close a few times here.
Well, Woods has those colorful shoes, Josh, so I knew it was him.
He's been excellent tonight.
I need a pair like that, Josh. Maybe it'll make me faster.
And what I really like about Woods is how often he has really developed the play himself. This one going to be wide of everybody and out of play. That one rolls over to Pennsylvania Avenue.
Here we go, Josh. On 9 minutes in the second half. Still 4 is still doable. I mean, it's by no means easy, but we can get something going here. I think just a couple of situations, and I think Uniontown having. I think he's back now.
This is Carrillo again. Carrillo going to be denied at distance this time. Uniontown looking to take control away. The Dragons again, center of the penalty box here, right on the edge. Nearly at the penalty spot, actually. Coming back the other way now, Uniontown going to clear this one out. Woods in a foot race. Woods crushed to the pitch. And finally, we might have a whistle in Woods' favor. Woods was smashed that time, and there are some spectators here saying, hey, at what point do we maybe see a yellow card the other way?
Pull that out. He did not. I guess, Josh, they did not issue a yellow card, which, I don't know, he took it out of his shirt there, but...
Woods preparing to kick just to his left, Logan Davis.
Come out on the boot.
Taylor Allderdice shuffling around a few players. Woods with a big opportunity here. 29-51, and we're going to have substitutions both ways. One coming on for the Dragons, 2 for the Red Raiders. for Uniontown, number 7 and 46 in the match. 7 is Ian Roderick.
Here's a chance, Josh, and that is a chance on
Stay
target.
by, then it minor from Taylor Allderdice.
Harrison Fiskus finally gets a little action.
Fiskus able to steer this one away and preserve right now a shutout, 4-0. And this one's going to be lost to the Dragons bench on the far sideline. 29-24 to play.
I did want to say, Josh, I wasn't checking the time as in terms of the score.
Also, Clayton Focus Mom. Also, Kyle Harvey's mom. Very interested in
just a situation, Josh. You didn't want to have one of your primary defenders.
Right, he's been very good tonight for Uniontown, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure he's back.
Her lovely mom, Michelle.
I'll have to look here at the binoculars.
I don't see him right now as the Dragons on the move. They're going to go left wing, now back to center. A little knuckleball caught by Holland.
Hey, by no home.
He saves Josh for no Holland. Good, but I guess what I'm saying is having one of your best defenders off the field. I mean, doesn't take a
lead to Woods. Woods is going to be tripped up, and somehow the Dragons get away with that one again. Woods going to blast one through the uprights.
Woods is taking his fair share of abuse right now, Josh, but so far,
well, a few of these tackle attempts on Woods have been very aggressive.
Yeah, the tackles, if you're going ball, okay, but if you're doing leg and stuff, I mean.
Right, I feel like that last tackle was especially questionable, but the officials have a better view than we do. And John, this is a good opportunity too before we get any later. I know for the listeners at home, you had some very good news about the Uniontown cross-country team you'd like to share.
Well, I had mentioned that the Uniontown girls won their section, the 5th in a row. The boys team finished the season with 2 section losses, but really this is a lot of it matters in the individuals, and they're going to have the Uniontown invite in honor of the late Abe Everhart, the great basketball coach here, Hall of Famer, and just want to watch this play here. It looks like
good work by Holland
with the stop again. But yeah, Josh, Saturday morning, if anybody's, I know it's early, these guys and girls run early, but if you want to step out to Penn State Fayette, junior high starts at 8:30, boys varsity is 9:30, girls is at 10. There's also 2 JV races. Mr. Joe Everhart, the Uniontown cross country head coach, expecting I think about 25 teams, including a lot of locals from the area. So yeah, and no charge too. So if there is, I'm sorry for saying that, but I've never been charged at a cross
right.
country
Traditionally, that's a pretty hard event to charge for John, I would think. And I certainly have not heard of anything like that before.
But I know, Josh, you hold Penn State Fayette near and dear to your heart, which I know a lot of people here do. So it's a beautiful place to go watch a race, and these kids, I mean, they come off that when they're finishing, Josh, their bodies are wrecked, they're falling down. So just come and support them, whether they're first or last. It takes a lot of guts to go out and run 3.1 miles at a very brisk pace.
Yes, it definitely does. Thankfully, the weather is cooling off a bit as that one is lost to the far sideline.
Throwing for Allderdice.
Yeah, so just best of luck to the cross country runners, and got a nice situation here, nice team, and I unfortunately for this, Josh, it would be kind of difficult to cover a cross country race.
In this capacity, yes, but we would certainly love to explore options for that.
I've been thinking about it as we head to spring.
We want to explore some options maybe for track and field, something like more of a mobile unit certainly this view would work for the track itself, but we'll see what's possible. Time will tell. As the Dragons threaten coming down our sideline, this is Luca Fuerte, and this one is going to be off of Holland's body and in. And this time, I see him, John. I know who it is. I just need him to turn his body so we can see his number. That is going to be a player to remain nameless. No, number 19. That was number 19.
That was Fuerte.
Luca
Josh.
Fuerte.
Yeah, so, you know, we've...
he ran at a perfect angle, so his number could not be seen for a very long distance.
And I swear to everybody, we are watching, and even with binoculars, people may be like, man, these guys are not doing so hot. I don't know if these guys see the goals, but...
Chance now for Woods through the center line. Going to be tied up here.
But I'm pretty sure that was Mr. Fuerte on the...
yes, it was definitely Fuerte that time. Woods trying to lead his team toward Fiskus, and Fiskus is there coming out in the penalty box to scoop that one up, and he's going to roll it across to a teammate. And the Dragons, who now lead 5-0 with 24-24 to play, are coming back. Don't forget, you can check out the football game tomorrow night, the Martins Ferry Purple Riders and the Uniontown Red Raiders. 7 p.m. and we get a collision and a whistle. 7 p.m. kickoff here at Bill Power Stadium. Martins Ferry coming into that contest 2-2. Uniontown 2-3. The Red Raiders will have youth sports night tomorrow, and then the following weekend on Saturday, John, is homecoming. The Ironton Fighting Tigers from Ironton, Ohio. That's not too terribly far away, let's say, from the greater Parkersburg, West Virginia area, sort of between. And look at this one, nice and high through the uprights, but not able to drop it in. That was a good-looking kick there for Uniontown's number 19, Logan Davis.
It's like cross-country guys, Josh. And then that race I covered on Tuesday, section Logan came in 4th overall. So Logan's one of the better Uniontown runners, and out here, obviously, he can play football. Yeah, well, it is football.
It is football,
yeah,
John.
So he can do that too. So good for Logan. And Josh, I believe.
Channel your inner hooligan, John. It's football.
Well, yeah, and I just wanted to point out because Randy here, I believe Allderdice has a new keeper. Is that correct? Yes. Now on their roster here, they don't.
We're going to identify him as soon as possible. They do not list a second player as a potential netminder, but we'll work to identify him.
So I guess Mr. Fiskus's night is...
Fiskus, yeah, he's presumably done for the night. Hopefully he's okay. I didn't see any injury concerns that way, as the Dragons have this one taken away from them. And I believe for Uniontown, if I'm not mistaken, we have number 14 back in the match. That is Saul Amezquita, who has been very good tonight.
And I'm glad he's back. Obviously, we want to be careful. We don't want to get any more yellows. And we kind of discussed that because his play was, it was a tackle, but I didn't see anything egregious. But what do I know standing up here, right, Josh?
Nick Smith going to check back in for Uniontown.
And I do not want
along with Eric Dolphy, EJ Dolphy.
Yeah, and I do not want to give these referees a hard time because...
Thanks, John.
Well, they have a tough time, Josh. You got to admit.
They do.
It's not an easy. I mean, people yelling at you all the time. I don't.
Right.
I don't like it.
Well, oh my! And Holland has this one shoot right off a Dragon who had closed in through the penalty box. That was Taylor Allderdice's 13. Roman Robinski.
Well, Josh, if I ever did officiate anything, it would be track. It's kind of hard to yell at people when you're shooting off the gun.
I think our officials tonight have done a fine job. And quite honestly, in today's world, we need more officials, and better treatment for officials goes a long way to allowing for that. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors for Uniontown Soccer tonight: Henry and Stewart Audiology Incorporated, Kurt's Family Restaurant, as Woods now with an opportunity, working on the sideline, trying to gain control. And right in his back pocket is Taylor Allderdice's number 7, Jonah Alderdice.
How do you treat
And the Dragons,
officials, Josh?
as nice as I can. The Dragons are finally able to get control. They go back to Alderdice, now working it back to the center lane here, coming back to our sideline once again. Costabile Construction Incorporated, Gavco Materials Incorporated, Pump Station Construction, King Physical Therapy and Fitness, Marcon Building Supply Incorporated, First Federal of Greene County, Roderick's Upholstery Mobile Unit, DeGespy Funeral Home and Crematory, Rhoda Haver Excavating, and Perkins Painting Incorporated.
I just want to say, Josh, I don't want to have to write a story about the A.J. McMullen basketball coach being in trouble, you know.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah. By the way, we're about halfway point in the second half here. Allderdice with a 5-0 lead. And
John, if A.J. McMullen has a new basketball coach, I want to know about it pretty quickly. Coming off the far sideline,
well, I thought that was
and now working this one
somebody I know.
back to the center line. Well, I would like to play him. I'm going to coach the team at Marclay, and he's right down the road from me. That's a nice close away match. This one kicked out of play by Nick Smith.
I thought the score was A.J. McMullen.
Well, we are at Marclay Middle School now. We have become Marclay Middle School since A.J. McMullen has closed. We are at Marclay. This one's going to be sent back to the new netminder for Taylor Allderdice.
We're trying to...
He's wearing number 0, John. I don't think that's going to help us, though, because there is not a 0 on the roster.
We don't have a 0 on the roster that we were provided. I don't know if you gentlemen down there do.
Just saving this one on the sideline is number 7, Jonah Alderdice, and he's going to take this one himself through a couple of Uniontown defenders. Now he's going to try the far wing, and working here, corner of the penalty box, going to be tied up. The Red Raiders closing in, and I don't think the Dragons are going to find much success here working their way back in the corner. Great work there for Uniontown by number 20. Check that. Number 20 for Uniontown, my mistake. Tommy Harisi doing a good job, making sure there was no chance the Dragons worked out of the corner. But both of the next Uniontown football opponents, John, I wanted to share this. Coming from Ohio and coming from the Ohio River Valley, both Ironton and Martins Ferry along the Ohio River. Martins Ferry a bit closer to us in the Wheeling area. You got to go further down river to get to the Ironton area. That is south central Ohio.
Now that Ironton game, of course, will be a challenge.
Defending state champion of Ohio.
And I talked to Coach Tim Bukowski before the season, and I said that's a second year we don't play.
And look at the save by Holland.
By Holland again.
Holland did excellent there, staying with that one. 2 Dragons were closing in on him, and he still handled the ricochet just fine.
And Coach Tim said, we needed a game. We weren't really sure if we could get one.
Here's Woods on the near wing, and a tie-up and a whistle.
Let's see here what's going on, and I'll finish my thought on the Ironton game. And looks like Woods Josh is going to have a free kick here.
Great opportunity for Uniontown.
30 yards away. The goal's 10 yards deep in the end zone. He's on the left side.
And this one had some good bend, and it may have caught a Dragon's body.
Just a little bit wide here. Woods definitely really been the offensive spark for the Red Raiders. Just nothing to show for it as of yet. But back just to the football, Coach Bukowski said opportunity was play a game against this team or just just let us see a week off. And Coach said, no, I don't care. We're going to play this team. And I think that shows a lot of the direction of the program with Coach Bukowski. He's not afraid or intimidated by the competition. And,
no, I think it's exciting. It's a unique opportunity.
And then these kids can say, hey, we played one of the best teams. Obviously, we played the best team in Ohio in that classification. And I think they may even be 2-time champs, Josh.
Oh, I think in the history of their program, they have won the state championship multiple times. They are the defending state champion, and they are really looking forward to their trip to Uniontown. I had a chance to speak with some individuals at Ironton, and they're planning on bringing some spectators with them, and their local radio station will be making the trip. They'll be here with us as And
That's not-
Woods
yeah.
did not appear to be offsides there, John.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And we're having a question here, but yeah. Woods can't Woods can't catch a break here, Josh.
He's definitely threatened multiple times as Taylor Allderdice looks to control here on the near sideline. And they will lose control near the center line, and it's Woods, who else, that has control. Davis going to help him out here, and Davis nearly has one go off his body. And Uniontown will watch this one go out of play on the near side. For Uniontown, dropping back will be E.J. Dolphy with 15:08 to play. Mr. Donald Bell, the timekeeper here tonight. Mr. Randy Randolph with us on PA, the voice of Uniontown soccer. We really appreciate you being with us too. We've done back-to-back games here tonight. We did the young ladies earlier, Uniontown and Southmoreland, and we were fortunate enough here to get our technology to cooperate with us. Great footwork here through the middle. Woods working now. The leader is going to be to Uniontown, and the kick is in. And who else but number 11, Ty Harvey, Mr. Ubiquitous, delivering for the U, and it's 5-1 here at Bill Power Stadium. Ty Harvey has us on the board. 14:37 to play. And the Red Raiders are not done yet. More of that. And we have nearly 15 minutes for us. That's exactly how you draw it up, John. Woods drew a lot of attention, and Harvey splits two Dragons and drills one into the back of the net. That's what we're talking about.
Assists don't come as much in this game sometimes. There's a lot of bouncing plays that goals are unassisted, but that was definitely an assist for Braylon Woods, a perfect pass there. So Woods gets credit too. For a point there, and Harvey finishes off, and just what the doctor ordered. I mean, perfect sequence.
Really, indeed, it really started on our sideline with E.J. Dolphy. Here's Woods trying to flip this one in off the flat of his foot. Now Woods a quick throw in, and we've got a whistle as Woods is looking our way to E.J. Dolphy.
Yes, very, very good stuff there, Josh. I mean, really perfect, and I'm glad to see for Braylon Woods, because he has had so many opportunities, just miss. He's been beat up a little bit.
And here's Holland charging out and taking one away, and a great effort there as Holland was able to squeeze that one with number 27, who we do not have on our roster, bearing down on him from Taylor Allderdice. Check that, he is here. Sam Shorkey. Shorkey Kia, maybe. The freshman forward.
We still haven't found the keeper. Well, we haven't found his name. I'm getting razzed up here. I've had
Shorkey again trying to pass through, and good defense here. I believe that's Nick Smith who sends this one near the corner. Looking for something in the middle and nobody home. Uniontown now. Harvey will take control, and he's trying to get it out of the penalty box. The Dragons, I believe, again, Shorkey involved here, working with this one. Little header here coming back.
You heard his name, Josh, and he's just working hard now, Shorkey. I don't know if that's...
There's a freshman is Shorkey for Taylor Allderdice. Coming back the other way. Nearly a collision here. The Dragons have numbers. They're going to send this one wide in the net, though, and that one is going to roll out of play somewhere. There's a taco pizza out there at Mamarukas for that one. 12:02 to play here in the game. It's 5-1.
Josh, we mentioned the taco pizza, the volleyball. I didn't know if it carried over to this game.
It's delicious, is what it is. Here's a
Still haven't had
kickoff. Shorkey's head going to be controlled on the near sideline, and this one will be nearly lost by the Dragons. Little hold here. Now the kick goes to Holland, knocked down by the Uniontown defense. The Dragons were able to steal it back, at least momentarily. They're going to work out of the corner. And this one is going to be denied by Uniontown. We should acknowledge in advance for tomorrow night, since we've talked some about Uniontown football, Oak Pizza and Scott Family Subways, your official catering providers for all Uniontown Red Raider football games. No catering providers yet for the soccer team, but maybe that will happen in the future. Never say never. That's what Justin Bieber has taught us. This one across the sideline and out of play. Now number 15, this is Huxley Lackner throwing it in. And we'll see a whistle here, and this play will be brought to a conclusion. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, our proud sponsors of Uniontown Soccer, of which there are so many. We want to thank HK Equipment Group, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Magistrate Jason Cox, and White House Cottages. They have done a great job and a great service to our soccer team with their sponsorship. 10:34 to play. Not done yet here. If Uniontown could maybe put another quick one on the board, we could really make this interesting for the home stretch here as we play into the 9 o'clock hour, now a 9:15 in the Eastern time zone. And a whistle here to blow this one dead.
Looks like Josh a little bit of contact.
We've seen some of that tonight, John. This game was a bit more physical than
And it was
the last game we
kind of
broadcast.
incidental. I didn't. I mean, the hand got up on the Uniontown player and hit the guy from Allderdice, but I wouldn't. You know, it wasn't like it was a big smack. It was just kind of in the moment of play. But I mean, that that I guess that call has to be made. So, but yeah, this match has had a little bit more of a physical tone.
Indeed it has. Now that we are into, let's say, the late doors of this one, the Dragons not able to save that one on the sideline. 9:29 to play, 5-1. The UHS Talk broadcast that we have next on schedule will be October 6th. That's a Monday night, 6 p.m. Uniontown Volleyball playing host to the Carmichael's Mikes. That'll be senior night for Uniontown. Tomorrow is Youth Sports Night here at Bill Power Stadium. Next week, of course, homecoming. Here's Woods. Some fine footwork. He's going to go between three Dragons, and then finally the Dragons are able to regain control. Then Woods takes it back, and Woods fires one wide of the goal and across the byline here with 8:53 to play in a 5-1 game. Woods trying to make something happen, trying to keep this one as interesting as possible for the viewers, and he is just wide of the goal. Woods probably, in another dimension, has a hat trick tonight. Some alternative reality where he was able to get just a few inches bent here or there, and in that alternative reality it's 5-4 right now, and boy, that would be a very exciting match. Woods was also very close, not once, not twice, but 3 times here tonight. The first time was probably the closest, in my opinion, as Uniontown looking to float one toward Woods, and Woods wants the super hat trick, baby. This one pops up in the air, and it'll land and be secured by the goalie and taken away by Taylor Allderdice. Tip your cap to the Dragons, who have really been strong tonight in virtually every phase of the game. They've been good offensively. Obviously, they've scored 5 goals against a good Red Raider defense. Harvey's going to have a header here, try to send this one back. The Dragons get it under control. They're looking deep down our sideline. This is Shorkey, and he'll be denied here. Good effort there by the Red Raiders, I believe. Check that. Let me confirm who that was, because the number I thought I had could not possibly be. And that could be 20. Tommy Harisi, who got in the way of that one. That is Harisi. Corner kick coming. This is going to be Shorkey. And he sends this one wide of the goal, and maybe even this one will escape the far sideline. It will. Throw-in opportunity here. Taylor Allderdice working from the far corner. Now this one going to be lost near the football sled and out of play. Under 7 minutes to play here. Beautiful evening. We ended up with a beautiful evening. Had some rain early.
Another quarter, Josh. Excuse me. I shouldn't do that on there, guys.
You're working hard tonight, John. This one going to be controlled by the Dragons just outside the penalty box and then blasted out of play.
Josh, corner kicks. Uniontown has not got one yet. Never had one yet. Allderdice was 6. But really,
Here's a change here for Uniontown. Let's give it up for Mr. Noah Holland.
Noah Holland being recognized tonight, and appropriately so.
Yeah, and you get those corner opportunities, make as possible, but I think they scored on one of them. But Uniontown has done pretty much most of the game, a great job of stopping those opportunities.
Little collision here on the far sideline as the Dragons, more than anything else, probably just want to prevent a miracle here for Uniontown, as we are now down to 5.5 minutes and the Red Raiders would need 4 goals. Great work here by the Dragons on an approach to the net, then denied, and this one is kicked away. Certainly we want to wish to the Taylor Allderdice Dragons, if they listen to this broadcast later, perhaps on their way home, be safe on your way back to the Steel City. Great work here by Harvey, and then Harvey is tripped up. Uniontown will maintain control for a moment there. Harvey, I believe a Dragon caught his leg, and now Uniontown will set themselves up here with 5:01. Good looking kick downfield, and UHS Talk, by the way, we are still looking for any student volunteers who might be interested. We are planning on covering some swimming meets in the months to come. Girls basketball here at Uniontown Area High School certainly will be covered as well, and we are grateful to have been alongside the soccer pitch here at Bill Power Stadium a handful of times this season. We've done some volleyball, and we are looking for students who may want to help with the camera, who may want to help with production, who may want to assist as on-air personality, if you will. Plenty of opportunities and a great piece of a resume for the future. If anyone is planning on pursuing a media career path in college, this would be a great place to start, I think. Certainly 4:08 to play. I want to thank Jonathan Guth, who is giving of his time tonight. Former Uniontown Red Raider in his high school days, now a writer for the Uniontown Herald Standard, does a great job, and is, I know personally, really beloved for his work with our local young people, not just in the immediate Uniontown area, but is certainly known through his work experience in other communities as well, and has always done a great job. And now here's a hold on Woods, and that was about as blatant as it could be. Looks like number 18, but I do not have an 18 on my roster. Woods was horse-collared.
Yeah, the penalty kick for Uniontown.
So, Woods is going to get a penalty kick opportunity here at 3:26. So
we'll see if we can zoom in on this penalty kick. We may not be able to, and I apologize for that. Here's Woods with the lead, and that one is in for Uniontown. Woods, who has been superb all night. And if Woods, just a bit more luck, John, that could have been goal number 4 for him tonight, and we might be looking at a tie match right now, a matter of inches.
Correct. And Josh Woods, beautiful.
tucked it right in there.
So you got to buy him a Dairy Queen on that. That was a nice goal.
Right of the keeper, and excellent job. So
I know he works there, but come on, man.
Assist. 3:26 to go. It's 5-2. I mean, but you never know, Josh. You never know.
Really good work by Woods all night long. Woods had one early in the match go off the piping when Uniontown was working left to right during the first half. It looked like it was going to be good. He had several other close calls tonight. Boy, talk about the little differences, the fractions that you get into when you talk about the changes in direction of this ball. And here's Uniontown again on a breaker coming off the right wing, and a tie up here again. And this may be another opportunity for Uniontown. The Dragons have been aggressive on the tackle all night. Now we will see if we can zoom in for this one because we have a bit more time with the camera.
Let's see, guys. Woods again. So
here's Woods. He's looking for a brace. And this one is in, and Woods has done it. He's picked up 2 goals in a matter of about 45 seconds. And look out, the Red Raiders trail by only 2 with nearly 3 minutes to play here at Bill Power Stadium. And John, at what point, if you are the Dragons, do you say to yourself, hey, this one has just become a little more dire than we had imagined, maybe even at the 6-minute mark remaining in the game. Uniontown with new life.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. And Randy here in the PA, I'll give him kudos. He called it both times. So Randy's eyes are sharp on the game.
Now we just need a stop and we need control of the ball, and Uniontown working to that ends right now. The Dragons, of course, in no hurry. They're going to lift one toward Holland, and this is going to miss a few bodies and go out of play. 5-3 with 2 minutes.
And you want to talk Josh percentage? Uniontown has actually, I know they've had a lot of close calls, but they've only put 4 shots on target. And then the penalties count, the penalty kicks. So, but my point is, 3 for 4 on your percentage is
Pretty good.
pretty good. Yeah.
I'll take that percentage, that's for sure.
And,
Coming back the other way, the Dragons just looking again to control and try to run this out. We're down to 90 seconds. Uniontown still with life. Coming down the far sideline. The Raiders see this one steered away. Taylor Allderdice going to work center lane. Trying to keep this one away from Uniontown. The Red Raiders have battled all the way back to 5-3 Uniontown.
Josh,
Not ready to give up yet. This throw, though, is going to be wide of number 13, Dean Kuna.
if that cage, Josh, is about 1 or 2 feet wider, Uniontown may have a lead. So, I mean, I know shoulda, woulda, coulda, but
Oh, so close, though,
Very,
John.
very,
For
very
anyone who
close,
has been watching this, you know how close Woods has been multiple times tonight.
and I think Allderdice coach David Thyberg, and down about 39 seconds here, they get out of here. He's gonna escape from Uniontown.
And I think the Red Raiders, at the very least, need to keep their heads up after this one. They have battled all night, even when trailing
Well, and I want to point out.
significantly at one point.
Yeah, to Josh, they played this team August 28th down up wherever, Pittsburgh, I guess, is north. And it was 5-0. So obviously Uniontown, you're talking about second game, Josh. Obviously a much better performance, and I'm sure Coach Jamie Holland would be very happy with that.
I certainly think so.
They do fall 5-3, but what a game. Braylon Woods, I mean, I think he's our man of the match. I don't have that officially that I can call that, but I'm going to call it.
Well, I think if you want to go 3 stars of the game for Uniontown, you got to have Noah Holland, you got to have Woods, and you got to have Harvey
Correct.
as the 3. And I know you obviously you've got the goalie and the 2 goal scorers, but my goodness, what an effort from Uniontown tonight. And John, we're talking probably if you could take maybe the space of about 12 inches and add them to some of Woods' kicks either way. Woods adds 3 goals, and I know obviously that would change the Dragons' attitude in this match, but you could be looking at something like a 6-5 result over the matter of a foot.
Yeah, and for one of the better matches we've seen this year, at least I've seen. I'm very, very, very happy to see that and see that fight. And like I said, second time playing this team, obviously much better showing. And you got to give credit. And Coach Jamie Holland, I think, is working something well. Uniontown does have, relatively they have some seniors, but they have a young squad. And I believe the goal scorers.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, John, you keep going, John. Keep going.
Well, Braylon is a junior. Braylon Woods here, so that's awesome. And Ty Harvey is a sophomore. So Uniontown's really got a younger squad. I know Holland, the keeper's a junior. So really, not too many seniors. I mean, there are some, but it's nice to have that squad of youth. And I mean, you fall 5-3. That's definitely a good game for Uniontown. Scoring here, we did mention in the first. We had a little bit of trouble finding all the goal scorers for Allderdice, so forgive us for that. But it was 5-0 after Allderdice's Luca Fuerte scored, and we also believe Luke Penna scored the third goal. We weren't sure on the fourth. Then Ty Harvey with a beautiful goal after Braylon Woods sets him up. 14:37 left, so it cuts it to 5-1. And then with 3:26 remaining, Woods gets a penalty, puts it low and to the left of the keeper. That makes it 5-2. And then, so that's 3:26. And then a little bit, about a minute later, maybe it was 2:39 is what I had. And another penalty opportunity. Woods is tackled in the penalty area, and he puts in the upper right-hand corner, 5-3. So Allderdice does have the win, but Uniontown very close, as Josh had mentioned, and I did, as what we were mentioning. Lots of close calls, shots just barely. We had a post there. Woods had that as well in the first half. So Uniontown was very, very, very close to making this a level game, and it could even they could even have won the game. Allderdice will move to 7-4. The Raiders will drop to 3-9. Allderdice is just finishing out the non-section schedule right now. They're trying to get themselves in the Whippeal. So things like that are just something that they have to continue to work on. Shots on target here, or goal, however we want to use the terminology, but Allderdice had 15, so that was 10 saves for Uniontown's Noah Holland. So so good there for Noah, making the 10 stops. I mean, and he made some 10 bell or 5 bell star saves, 10 bell, whatever you want to call it. And there were 7 corner kicks for Allderdice. Uniontown did not earn a corner, Josh, but they out of their 4 shots on target, they scored on 3 of them. Allderdice started with Harrison Fiscus. They made a keeper change. I do want to mention just for Fiscus. He did not give up a goal. We're unsure of who the gentleman that replaced him was, and we don't know if Fiscus was injured. We did not see that. We believe they just took him out of the game to get a younger player some work. Unfortunately, we didn't get that gentleman's name. But still, Uniontown battling, Josh. Allderdice won this 5-3. Hopefully I cleared it all up. You were scaring me a little bit, keeping me solo.
You did a fine job, John.
But if anybody's listening, hopefully I made it all sound good. And Uniontown, Josh, I did want to ask, because I didn't have the schedule in front of me, but I know they're coming back, I believe. Is it Laura Highlands coming up?
Yes. So if anyone wants to check out that match, which will be Monday, that will be covered on the South Union Township Sports Network, which you can find on Facebook and YouTube. And that broadcast, of course, is free. That is available to you. And as soon as we get the link for that event, I will make sure that is shared to the soccer team so that you can be aware of that. You can watch that match just like you watched this one tonight. And that should be really exciting. Of course, anytime Uniontown and Laurel Highlands get together, they could be skipping stones across the river. Friendly competition, great rivalry between those two. And John, I want to thank you for being with us. I want to thank HK Equipment Group, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, Magistrate Jason Cox, White House Cottages. You can contact them at whitehousecottagesllc@gmail.com. We had a lot of fun tonight. back-to-back matches, the girls and the boys. We had some really tremendous effort from several Red Raiders tonight. That is probably an understatement. And in the boys' matchup tonight, we had some really exciting goals both ways. The Dragons certainly played very well. Best of luck to them and a safe trip home. And for the Red Raiders, an effort you could really hang your hat on, John, and be ready to go into next week.
Absolutely, and as I was saying, Josh, those 2 goals at the penalty kicks, probably within about a minute, maybe a minute and change. I did not get the exact time on the first penalty kick, but I said about 3.5 minutes to go in the game, and then the last one 2:39. So I'm sure the Allderdice coach David Steinberg may have been pulling the hair out a little bit. But you got to give credit for Woods because he still created that opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
And, the kids pulled him down, but it was like, well, what do I do? Let him go one-on-one with the keeper? No, of course not. You take your chances, and he was able to bury the penalties. And he did it 2 spots, so he did a good job. He made the first one left-hand corner low, and then he kind of put the second one in the right-hand up in the kind of the corner there. So good job. The keeper was guessing, and he didn't guess right.
Well said, John. He did not guess right. Yeah. Wood's able to get the best of him both times, and hey, when you get those opportunities, you got to make them count. Yeah, and he certainly did tonight.
Yeah, and that's the thing of penalty kicks. It is a lot of mind situation, and I mean maybe if the first one went wide or he stopped it, maybe he stops the second. So I really haven't seen 2 penalty situations, Josh, that close, unless it was determined by a finish when it's penalty kicks in playoff situations. So to see it happen twice was kind of interesting, but you pull a guy down in the box, that's the game. It's the penalty. What can you say?
Right. I agree.
But Josh, thank you as always for having me. If this is our last soccer broadcast, I appreciate the opportunity this year, and I hope everyone enjoyed our broadcast here. I know we get a little silly, but I think we try to put out a good vibe here for the student athletes, and I hope some of the kids from school will join, if not in the fall seasons here when we get for the winter. Josh, I can't wait. I'm not saying can't wait because I don't want to jinx anything, but excited to see the swimming. I've never really called that.
Yeah, that should be fun.
But we have
the swim schedule is out.
Yes, and of course basketball with the girls. I'm excited to see what Coach De'Aaron Jenkins can do. Obviously, the guy could play defensive specialist. He's going to play hard-nosed defense, and I really am excited to see, especially because some of these soccer players are going to be on that basketball team. So I think good things for the lady, or I guess they don't want to be called Lady Red Raiders anymore. You got to stop doing that. But I will say for the Uniontown girls basketball team, I'm excited to see that, Josh, and I'm sure you will call that with vigorous excitement.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. New head coach for the Uniontown girls basketball team. We are going to conclude our broadcast tonight. Thank you as always for checking us out. Should the opportunity present itself this season, we will be back. If not, thank you as always for joining us on UHS Talk. For John Guth, this is Joshua Scully. Have a beautiful evening and a great weekend.